John Wayne Gacy, the man behind the clown makeup, was no entertainer. He was a cold-blooded serial killer who took the lives of 33 young men and boys. Hidden beneath the veneer of an ordinary suburban life, Gacy's sinister double existence was a horrifying reality. The shocking details of his heinous crimes, the unmasking of his chilling facade, and the devastating impact on countless innocent lives is a tale of true terror. This is the chilling story of John Wayne Gacy. Born in 1942 in Chicago, John Wayne Gacy's life was far from idyllic. His childhood was marred by a turbulent relationship with his father, a man prone to bouts of violence and verbal abuse. His father, an auto repair machinist and World War II veteran, was a stern disciplinarian who did not shy away from punishing young Gacy, often for perceived slights rather than actual wrongs. This strained relationship would leave a lasting impact on Gacy, shaping his psyche in ways that would later prove devastating. As a child, Gacy displayed disturbing signs of behavioral problems. He was known to have a penchant for trapping and torturing animals, a classic early warning sign of a violent nature. His fascination with death and the macabre was evident, as he often spent hours in the local graveyard, lost in his own world. Gacy's struggle with his sexual identity was another significant aspect of his early life. Raised in a conservative household, he found himself attracted to men, a fact that led to further conflict with his father and a deep-seated sense of shame within himself. This internal turmoil, coupled with the lack of acceptance and understanding from his family, contributed to the creation of a twisted worldview. These early years, fraught with abuse, an unsettled mind, and a struggle with his identity, would lay the groundwork for the horror that was to come. They were the seeds of a monstrous personality that would eventually shock the world. By the 1970s, Gacy had established himself as a successful businessman and a respected member of his community. He was a man who wore many hats: a husband, a father, a community leader, and an owner of a thriving construction company. His neighbors knew him as the jovial guy who loved to entertain children at local events as Pogo the Clown. He was also actively involved in local politics and charity work, projecting an image of respectability and trustworthiness. But as the sun set, another side of Gacy emerged. His seemingly perfect life was a carefully constructed facade. Behind closed doors, he was a man with a dark and twisted mind, harboring horrific secrets. His first marriage ended in divorce, and he remarried, keeping his second wife oblivious to his double life. The same man who was a beacon in the community during the day turned into a nightmarish predator as darkness fell. His unsuspecting victims were young boys, lured under the guise of work opportunities or through manipulation and deceit. His charming persona was a terrifying mask that hid his true, monstrous self. Gacy's double life was a chilling game of cat and mouse, a dangerous dance between his public persona and his hidden, murderous alter ego. He was living proof that evil can wear the most ordinary of faces, a chilling reminder that monsters can lurk in the most unexpected places. But beneath this facade of normality, a monstrous predator was lurking. In December 1978, a dark secret buried beneath Gacy's house was unearthed. A shiver of unease had begun to ripple through the community, leading investigators to Gacy's suburban home. What they found there would shake the world to its core. What began as a search for a missing boy soon morphed into a horrifying excavation. The police discovered not one, not two, but 29 bodies hidden beneath the house of John Wayne Gacy. Each gruesome discovery seemed to echo the same chilling narrative. Young boys and men lured into Gacy's trap, their lives cruelly snuffed out. The once jovial clown, the active community member, the successful businessman, was unmasked as a monster. Gacy's facade of normality crumbled, revealing the true face of a cold-blooded killer. The shockwaves of this revelation reverberated across the globe, leaving a chilling imprint on the collective consciousness of society. As the evidence mounted, so did the charges against Gacy. He was arrested and brought to trial, facing the full force of the law. The courtroom was a stage for a macabre spectacle as horrifying details of his gruesome crimes were laid bare. Each testimony, each piece of evidence, painted a picture of a man whose horrific actions were beyond comprehension. The trial was a grueling affair, a testament to the resilience of justice in the face of unspeakable horror. Gacy, ever the performer, played a game of cat and mouse with the court, but the overwhelming evidence against him was undeniable. He was convicted of 33 counts of murder, making him one of the deadliest serial killers in American history. The world was left shocked and horrified as the extent of Gacy's crimes came to light. The horrifying discovery beneath Gacy's house not only unveiled his monstrous double life, but also served as a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind the most ordinary of facades. After all, evil, as it seems, doesn't always come dressed in a cloak of darkness. Sometimes, it wears a clown suit and a friendly smile. Gacy's reign of terror left an indelible mark on his victims, their families, and the nation. The wounds inflicted by his heinous actions were not just physical, but deeply psychological, resonating through generations. It's a chilling reminder of the lasting damage that one individual's malevolence can inflict on the fabric of society. The families of Gacy's victims, forever haunted by their loss, sought closure in various ways. Some found solace in the justice system, while others immersed themselves in advocacy work, striving to ensure such atrocities are not repeated. They became pillars of strength, transforming their pain into a force for change. Society's reaction to Gacy's crimes was one of shock and disbelief. The realization that such a monster could exist behind the facade of an ordinary man changed the perception of safety in our communities. It sparked important conversations about vigilance, trust, and the need for more effective systems to identify and intervene in such pathological behavior. But the impact of Gacy's reign of terror went beyond immediate reactions. It led to significant reforms in law enforcement practices and the criminal justice system. His case highlighted the need for more sophisticated investigative techniques and proactive preventative measures. Yet despite these changes, the spectre of Gacy's crimes lingers. His name has become synonymous with the very embodiment of evil, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of ordinary life. John Wayne Gacy, the man behind the clown makeup, will forever be remembered as one of America's most notorious serial killers.